Hello and welcome back to episode number 6 of this Project Ozone 3 Let's Play. So in the last extremely productive episode, we went to the hunting dimension to get our ancient golem. That's pretty much everything interesting that we did. A little bit of upgrading here and there, but for the most part it was a boring episode, to say the least. But that is not going to be the case in this episode. So this episode we're going to start working on machinery and power. So there's two routes we can do this. We can go the Ender IO route here, or we can go the thermal expansion here. Now thermal expansion is a lot easier to make, and there is a wide variety of different items in here that we could use. Ender IO, on the other hand, is just a far better system. But on the other hand, Ender IO does have a little bit of a quirk that I guess you'd call it. So in order to make 99.99999% of the items in Ender IO, you need what's called a grain of infinity here. So if we go in here, so to get grains of infinity, you can either do the mystical ag route, which eventually we'll get to. You can make these, which you need the grains of infinity. So the easiest route is to light a piece of bedrock on fire, like this. That's it. That's everything we have to do, and it's a 50% chance of it actually producing a grains of infinity. See, that time it didn't. Hey, what do you know? Second time's a try. Alright, so this is what we need. We need a bunch of these. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is I think for now I'm going to go the route of thermal expansion. Just because, like I said, it is a good pack. Like, don't get me wrong, I actually really like thermal expansion because there's a lot of different things you can do with thermal expansion machines here, and then you can definitely upgrade them, and it's a pretty awesome pack. So that is going to be the route that I ended up going. However, before we start making our machinery, we need to figure out how we are going to power them. This is what I usually use early game. This is the magmatic generator. This takes lava and makes power. Easiest way to put it. And as you can see here, this is actually a relatively simple, cost-effective method. So the way this works is it intakes the lava and it outtakes power. So let me craft one up real quick, and I will craft a couple other things that we need, and I will explain it as we go. Alright everybody, so this is basically the gist of how it's going to be set up here. So we have our tier 2 cobblestone generator generating into the crucible. The crucible makes the lava, and then this shoots the lava into the magmatic generator. The magmatic generator then takes the lava and makes power. This leadstone flux duct here, like if we go in and look at the recipe here, it's actually a very easy recipe to make. And this transfers the RF from here to the machine. So yeah, I mean it's a pretty easy setup here. That's already generating cobble. So what I want to do is the machines are all going to be put right here for now. Like I said, I have plans to upgrade the base to a different style, but for right now, all the machines are going to be put in this area. So what we want to do is we want to go down, and they're going to go probably about right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these blocks here that I pre-made, and then we are going to make us a walkway that goes out a couple blocks here, just like so, and then it's going to start going down. So I left 2 blocks here because the machines are all going to go just like this. And then we'll move this and we'll move that. But the machines are going to go right here. So we kind of want to have a wall right here. Just so we don't actually see any of the leadstone here. Just to make it easier on us. So we need a bucket of water. Actually, we don't. We could just use cork. We can go down another 2. And then this is where we're going to set up shop here. I'll have to go down a little bit just so we can add that. Really don't trust shifting on these steps for some reason. See, that's the one time where Quark is just a little bit annoying. Okay. Now, we can do this. I wish they cobbled, I wish they had some kind of stair that actually looked decent instead of having to use regular cobble stairs. But it is what it is. Get rid of all these. Bring this over. Again, this way we don't actually have to see any of the leadstone. Just because I like hiding it. You don't have to. I mean, you can do this however you want. I like, personally, just hiding it. So it's all going to come in underneath here. And it's going to come up right there. And it's just going to be out of the way from everything. So we're going to need some torches to light everything up. Bring this across. Just like so. And again, these torches are only temporary until we make glowstone nooks. I'm not even 100% sure how to make them, to be honest. I have a lot of issues making these. So while I'm building this here, there's actually one thing I want to talk about real quick, and that is Patreon. So I do have a Patreon set up. If you would like, you are more than welcome to head over and pledge. Now, if you were on and checked it out a while ago, you'll notice that I had changed the pricing to make it a little bit more affordable. You get all of the same benefits. It's just a little bit more affordable. And the reason is because this doesn't really cost me a ton of money to do. So it just made sense that, ooh, actually, you know what, we're not going to go out this way. What we're going to do, leave that open. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Luckily, we didn't vein mine too much. Just this little chunk right here. So, yep, big boo-boo. I realized that the second I started doing it, that this was going to happen. Alright, so that's going to be the edge there. We don't need to... That will stay there. This will move. Ooh. This... open. like so. That's alright. It's not ideal, but I mean, technically this is the basement, and it's, again, it's not permanent, so. Alright, so then what we'll do is we'll bring it down like so. So what's going to happen is we'll actually put the power over here. We want to get just on the other side of this. So then what we can do is the leadstone can actually go right there. So let me remove this so I can place them. And we're probably going to end up need to be making more. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to make more. And these are just going to come up just like so. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to make more. Then we will take our crescent hammer, delete all of these, where it's only going to be coming up. What we'll do is we'll remove that, place that back, that one. So that way it's only coming up from right there. Get put back. Alright everybody, and we're back here. So sorry I had to cut through a lot of that. I wasn't really talking during it, and it kind of, I didn't want to broadcast dead air. So anyway, so I showed you guys how it's set up there. So basically just transferred everything from up there to down here. We have 4 cobblestone generators feeding into 4 crucibles. The crucibles are making the lava, and then the lava is being fed into the magmatic generators here. So it's a fairly simple process. It's something that you can do early game. And actually for a while here, we're going to be using that until we get all the way down here to the extreme reactors. Now these actually aren't that hard to set up. The hardest part about that is the fuel. They use that yellow orium right here, and it's hard to produce early game. So that'll be the second setup. But that'll take a little while to make. Hey, look, we got 2 Endermen sitting over there. So, we have our power set up, so now we can start working on the machinery. So if we go back in here to Ada, the first thing we need to work on is the machine frame, which is iron and tin and glass, which we don't actually have glass. So you know what that means? We have to make glass. Alright, so now that we got the frame done, what we need to do is we need to figure out which of these items here we're actually going to create. Now there are a couple that we will need to use a lot of. The pulverizer is one, the induction smelter, the magma crucible, the compactor, and the igneous extractor. Those are going to be, the fluid transporter, transposer, yeah. Those are going to be ones that we are going to use very frequently. So what we need to do, the first thing I think that we need to make is we need to make the induction smelter. And as you can see, this is a very easy recipe here. So we're going to need a bunch of these reception coils here. So we're going to need an Invar gear, two copper gears, and a bunch of these redstone reception coils. So if we come in here, we're missing 2 pieces of sand, which I have 4. So we got, bam! We have us an induction smelter. Now if you look here, it says basic. So there are things that we could add on. So as you can see, it's popping up here. So there are upgrades that we can do to make it run a little bit better. But that's not something we can do right this minute, because if we look in here, That's these right here. That's these upgrade kits. So this is actually something very easy to do. And what it allows us to do, if we go in here, it allows us to put these augments in here. Now if you look, each machine there has a specialized augment that, does different things here. So this one, like here, it allows it to be made into gears instead of plates. So this is the special one here. Nope, that's not it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Processing speed. Increases processing speed. So these we're going to need to make a bunch of. But we want to go ahead and get the machines, their basic versions done first. So the next one that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make the magma crucible here. So this needs hardened glass. Now that we have this, we can actually make hardened glass. So I believe it's right there. So it's lead and obsidian. Where do we get obsidian, you ask? Well, if we go back into the pulverizer, that's where we get it, right here. So for this we'll need some copper gears, flint, and a piston. So there's the pulverizer. So now we're going to take some obsidian. We're going to throw our obsidian in there. Now, this is going to run very, very slow until we get the upgrades. 1 obsidian will make 4 pulverized obsidian. So now we need to come over here. We need to grab us a piece of lead. Now we can make... Oh, we need to pulverize the lead first. Now we can make hardened glass. So this only makes 1 piece of hardened glass, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, it makes 2. So now you go back and make the magma crucible. So we'll need nether brick and we'll need more copper gears. I'm just going to go ahead and make a bunch of them. We are going to need them. So do I have any netherrack? I think I crushed it all, actually. Oh, nope, I have it right here. So netherrack can smelt down to make nether brick. And look at all that glass we have now. Take this, throw it in here. I forgot. There we go. So now we got our nether brick here, we got our hardened glass, we got our receptor coil. So now we can go ahead and make the magma crucible. So what the magma crucible does is it takes items, melts them down. So like if we put redstone in here, it makes, the liquid redstone. If we were to say put glowstone, it would make liquid glowstone. Now that is useful for a lot of different things. So now we got that. The next one we want to make is the fluid transposer. So what this does is that will take the liquid items that we made and put it and force it into an item. Where that would be handy are these right here, these impulse item ducts. So if we take energized glowstone, we push it into an item duct, it makes the impulse item ducts, which means items travel a lot faster. So to make the energized glowstone, just melt glowstone dust. It's actually quite simple, isn't it? So that requires a bucket. Have buckets on us. Glass. Fluid transposer. And there's that. So now what's cool about this is we can actually configure this to automatically input the fluid from right there. I don't remember. There we go. So there's a way to do it, but I don't remember how to do it, and it's not that important. I think it automatically does it. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out when the time comes. So we can throw our hardened glass. We're going to put that over here. So we're working pretty good here. The next one I think we'll make is the compactor. So that requires bronze. So to make bronze, is that the right one? Yeah. We need to find the induction smelter. And bronze is made with tin and copper dust. That makes 4. So we'll take the copper dust, or the copper rather. We'll come over here to the pulverizer. That's the induction smelter. That's the pulverizer. And we'll make some copper dust here. And then we'll grab us a piece of tin. And that should make 4 bronze ingots. Find the recipe, yep. 1 tin and 3 copper. I made 4, that's not a big deal. And that should make us 4 bronze ingots. So that'll be enough for that. We have that. We need to make a piston. So let's grab our iron, our redstone. Make the compactor. Compactor, we got piston, and then compactor. So what the compactor will do is it'll pretty much eliminate the need for that. So we'll throw the bronze in here. So let's grab us some iron here. So that, like I said, this will allow us to make plates. So now, instead of having to use this, we can just use this. So I'm just making this bucket right here to replace the one that we had to use. There we go. So as you can see, we got a good amount complete here. And then the redstone furnace we're not really going to need, but it's a good thing to have. You know, some of these other ones here, the igneous extruder is awesome for making lava. So if we come in here, or making obsidian. We come in here to obsidian here, and we go over to the igneous extruder. A bucket of lava and a bucket of water makes obsidian. So we can actually automate this. However, we don't have any lava cows. Lava cows would make it so much better. But we could just use, you know, another redstone, or another, what are they called? Brain work. Crucible. We can feed another cobblestone generator into a crucible, and that will get us pretty much all the lava we want. We can also make another aqueous accumulator down there. So that is something we could definitely do. And we could put it on this one, or maybe, you know, somewhere where we don't have to see all the tubing. So we'll figure that out at another date. So for right now, let's just first make it. So this needs 2 invar and a piece of glass. So we got the glass. We got the invar. We got the igneous extruder. I'll put that right there. That's getting power, and you can see this can make a bunch of different items here. So if we have it set to obsidian, once we fill this up, which I'll do off camera, because, you know, you've seen me make the aqueous accumulator, you've seen me make crucibles, you don't really need to see me making all of this stuff. So I'll do that off camera and I'll take care of it. Do we have any flute cows? Nope, we just have chickens. Alright, so we got that one done. The glacial precipitator, we don't really need that right now. but I'm going to make it anyway. Same thing with these two. We don't really need them per se, but it is good to have them. So this is also a piston and invar. So, you know what, let's just grab a stack. That way we don't have to keep running back and forth. Same thing with this, and with that. That way if we need to make pistons, we don't have to keep running back and forth. So, nope, that wasn't the one I was talking about. Oh, the glacial precipitator. That's what it is. Piston. Now we have that. So I'm just going to throw this in here. That way if we ever need it, we do have it. The next thing is going to be the fracturing sill. That is a nickel gear. Pieces of glass. Let's grab some nickel. Make the gear. And we'll come over here. Make, what do we need? Oh, this is constant. That's a new liquid that we had right there. So this is copper and nickel. So if we come here to the induction smelter, we do it with ingots? Yes. Nickel ingot and copper ingot will make 2 of those. So we need 8. So we need 4 nickel and 4 copper. See, this is why the induction smelter is a good thing to have. And this pulverized copper, stick right in there. And we'll make the 2 gears. And then we'll make you. And then we need to make the centrifuge, which is a compass. 2 more of those ingots. So we'll need copper, nickel again. Put them in there, and then we need to make a compass, which I don't even remember what it's called, or what the recipe for a compass is. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Compass, and then that is more copper here. Make enough. There we go. So now we got the separator. That go off. So we're pretty much just about done with the machines here. The last one we need is going to be the redstone furnace. So that's bricks and redstone. So I don't think I have any clay. I don't. Ooh. That actually should be enough. That make us. Yeah, that should be enough right there. Alright, so unfortunately we are out of time today. I really hope you guys enjoyed the episode as we took a dive into machinery. Next episode, we are going to work on upgrading said machines, and we are also going to do a little bit of work automating our mob farm. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, you know what to do, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.